have a remote door control? Really? Stop running away! Many difficulties. Oh God! The baby!
Why? They're coming towards me. I'm gonna kick them.
I think I'm gonna goddamn die.
The Prosperity hummed through the void, a lonely sentinel on the edge of explored space. Captain Ava Rios checked the navigation logs, a routine she'd performed 1,000 times. 2347 was a good year to be exploring. Humanity, ever hungry for knowledge and resources, pushed further into the cosmos. Jax, their engineer, tinkered with his latest gadget, probably some new sensor array. He loved pushing the boundaries of technology. Rico, their security chief, a mountain of a man, honed his already razor-sharp combat skills. Ex-military, always prepared. Ava smiled. They were a good crew, the best. They had faced down solar flares, navigated treacherous nebulae, and even stared down a rogue AI. Space was unforgiving, but the Prosperity and her crew had always persevered. Until now. A high-pitched whine, like a tortured metal shriek, tore through the ship. Alarms blared. Red lights bathed the bridge in a bloody glow. Eva slammed her hand on the comm. "Report!" she yelled, her voice barely audible above the cacophony. Jax's voice, panicked, crackled over the comm. "Asteroid impact! We've been hit!" The Prosperity lurched violently, throwing Eva against the command console. Pain lanced up her arm, but she ignored it. Right now, the ship was more important than a bruised limb. "Damage report!" she barked into the comm, fighting to keep her voice steady. "Hull breach on decks 3 and 4. Rico's voice tight with urgency. "Containment Unit 7 breached. Repeat, Containment Unit 7 breached." Ava's blood ran cold. Containment Unit 7 housed their latest discovery. A cluster of arachnid life forms found encased in an alien artifact. Large, aggressive, their venom highly corrosive. "Quarantine the affected decks," Eva ordered, her mind racing. "Jax, seal off those breaches." The ship groaned under the strain, alarms shrilling like a chorus of the damned. Ava fought the rising tide of fear. They had trained for this, drilled for every possible scenario, but nothing could have prepared them for what was to come. The spiders were loose. The creatures spread through the Prosperity like a plague. 8-legged nightmares, their chitinous exoskeletons gleaming under the emergency lights. They were fast, agile, their movements eerily silent. Their multiple eyes, cold and black, glinted with an unsettling intelligence. Reports flooded the bridge. Crew members, their voices choked with terror, described horrific scenes of carnage. The spiders, their fangs dripping venom, tore through flesh and metal with equal ease. Eva watched in horror as security camera feeds flickered and died, replaced by static. "They're learning," Jax said, his voice tight with fear. "Adapting to our defenses. They're not just animals, Captain. They're intelligent." Eva felt a chill run down her spine. Intelligent, predatory, and now loose on her ship. They were outmatched and outgunned. They needed a plan, and fast. The Prosperity was dying, and soon, so would they. Rico, a one-man army, battled the spiders with grim determination. His energy blade, a blur of blue light, cut down dozens, but more always took their place. They swarmed him, their fangs snapping, their venom hissing as it ate through his armor. "Need a little help here?" he roared, his voice strained. Eva watched helplessly from the bridge, her heart pounding. Jax, his face illuminated by the flickering light of his console, worked feverishly. "I'm working on it," he yelled back, his fingers flying across the keyboard. "These things are sensitive to sonic frequencies. I'm trying to modify the distress beacon into a weapon." Eva knew the odds were stacked against them, but she also knew the tenacity of her crew. They would fight for the Prosperity, for humanity, for each other. She just hoped it wouldn't be in vain.